Hey YouTube, this is Cheese Factory. I'm going to be doing a deck profile for the deck I'm bringing to my locals today. It's my own Chaos Disaster mix that I made yesterday, and we'll see how it does. So for the hand traps, I'm running Gorz and Honest. Gorz, I do have Trag, but I prefer Gorz because he can Synchro 8 with my level 1 tuner, and also because Trag isn't very good because I have a lot of stuff that reduces my hand, so I can't really rely on his attack and defense being very good. And Honest just because I run a lot of light monsters. I'm running one Influence Dragon as my primary tuner. He's a level 3, and he can Synchro 8 easily because I run some level 5s. I don't have Delta Flyer, or I'd run that instead, but he's good enough. For my standard dragons, I'm running Axe Dragonute, Apocryph, and Alexandrite. Dragonute and Alexandrite are both 2k beaters at level 4, so they can get over Rayo and anything I need to like that, Kawaki, whatever's the problem. Apocryph gets me back my Chaos monsters, my Darkness Metal, and my Dark Arm Dragon. So I really like him in there, even though a lot of people don't run him. I'm running 2 Eclipse Wyvern. This is to banish Darkness Metal and to search Dark Arm Dragon. It's not actually to search Darkness Metal, even though it could be used for it. I'm actually just trying to get him into the banish zone because I can really easily get him back from there, just to straight to the field. So the 2 Eclipse are really good, and I can mill him with Dark Flare really easily. I'm running the 1 Darkness Metal. Sadly, he's now limited to 1, or I'd run 3, but he's still really good. He's the core of the deck, letting me summon dragons from my hand and grave really easily, and he's a lot of attack. So that works really well. I'm running 1 Prime Material. It's a 24 beater at level 6, which is kind of nice, but the real reason he's good is because if my opponent activates anything that would destroy a monster on the field, I can discard a card to negate and destroy that. So that's really amazing. Can get rid of Torrentials, get rid of Bottomless, anything like that. And also against burn decks, he has an effect that means if they would damage me, I'm healed the same amount instead. So he's really good against that. Like if my opponent activates something that would deal damage, I could Chain Call the Haunted and summon Prime Material and completely flip it. So that's really good. Then I'm running 3 Dark Flare Dragon. Most people only run 1 or 2, so what I'm doing is a bit original here. This is my deal with Future Fusion being banned now. This is my primary miller. I use these to get my Prime Materials to the grave, my tuners to the grave, my Eclipse Wyverns to the grave, my Darks to the grave. This has actually been doing really well in some practicing I've been doing, and it seems like it's very solid, and it's definitely going to be a good counter to the problem. I'm running 2 Light Pulsar instead of 3, because I only need him for the loop, and I can easily search him with Dark Flare, so I don't really need 3. 1 Chaos Sorcerer, because he's now at 1, and I'd probably only run 1 anyway, because I don't have a lot of room. He's good for the banish, but that's pretty much it. BLS, obviously, is one of the cores to the deck. Dark Arm Dragon, again, obviously, because I run a lot of darks. Then I'm running, this is a bit different, Blue Eyes and Whitestone. Whitestone with Blue Eyes is really good because it means if I mill him for Dark Flare or something, then I get a card to my hand, which is very important when running people like Prime Material because I usually don't have a lot of hand, and a Searcher is important even if it's not a card I'm going to need. And it's also a 3k beater, so it can be used for that, so that's good. So that's it for the monsters. It's exactly 20, 1 wind, 9 light, or 9 dark, sorry, and 10 light. So it should be good. For the spells, I'm running Allure and 2 duality for my draw power. I run, again, 9 dark, so Allure's easily, and it can be used to banish Darkness Metal from my hand, to summon with all my banish summons, which you'll see later. 2 duality is just for hand correction and such. Then I'm running Monster Reborn and 2 Different Dimension Reincarnation. So this really kills my hand again, which is why the Whitestone is still important. And this is used to get me back my Darkness Metal. So the Monster Reborn and both of these are really good at that. Then I'm running 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, just to get rid of back row. That's it for spells. No Heavy Storm, no Dark Hole. Bit abnormal. I'm citing the Dark Hole because spam decks I'm going to need it. Heavy Storm I'm not using because it's often just a spell speed MST, and if you run a big back row, then if you have more than 2 cards you're going to have Starlight, in which case I don't want to Heavy Storm. And if you run 2, it's not necessarily worth it anyway, and I'd rather just have the MST, also because it has chain ability, and it can be used on skill drain and such, so it's really good. So that's it for the spells. In the traps I'm running 2 Escape from the Dark Dimension. This gets me back my Red Eyes and anything like that I need. So I have 4 cards that summon from Banish, and with the 3 Call the Haunted, I can summon from Grave really easily too. So the deck is like, always have Darkness Metal out, and it works really well. So that's what I'm doing. So then the 3 Call of the Haunted can be used to chain material, can be used to get back prime material in a key situation if you would do burn damage or whatever. And then, of course, to keep Darkness Metal on the field. So with 3 Call of the Haunted and the Reborn, and then the 2 DDR and the 2 Escape, I have 8 cards to keep Darkness Metal on the field. So that should be really easy. 2 Bottomless, 2 Solemn, well, 2 Solemn Warning and 1 Judgment, so the whole Solemn Brigade, and 1 Starlight. Starlight I like because with Mirror Force at 2, I feel like I'm really going to need that. Also with Torrential at 2, it's going to be really good. So, onto the extra deck. I'm running just what I happen to own, which is only 10 cards, but it's pretty good. 1 Magical Android, 1 Gaia, 1 Black Rose, 1 Ancient Fairy, 1 Stardust, 1 Colossal, 1 Dark End. Dark End's actually very easy to get, because I have the Dark Flares, so I can deal with anything like Zenmanes really easily. So it's a pretty basic extra deck, and it's just pretty nice. For the XYZs, I'm running Leviathan. I only run the 1 level 3, but if I reborn another one or something, and with my extra deck not full anyway, I might as well just in case. Then I'm running Maystroke and Utopia, because they're pretty good. Onto the side deck, I'm running 1 Cameraclops. Not a lot of people use that, but I feel like its effect is good. It's like a Catastor, but it only works on people that are better. So I can use it to get over cards like Shining or Blue Eyes or anything like that I need to deal with. Because I don't have a lot of destruction stuff, so this kind of thing would be useful. 2 Raikou, this is my Snowman Eater equivalent, because I don't have Snowman Eater. It does its job, and it also has Mill, which can be good or can be bad, so it's not a bad thing. So the 2 Raikou, that's all. The Prime Material, second one against burn decks and destruction decks. I'm going to want to, so second one there. Heavy Storm, 7 tools, and 2 Dust Tornado for heavy back row decks. 2 Dust Tornadoes, it's like running 5 MST, and then the Heavy Storm is good, because a 1 for 2 you could need against a heavy back row. Or if you can MST snipe as Starlight or something. And the 7 tools, because Mirror Force is at 2 and everything, I might need that. Then, the book, I'm citing it for heavy synchro decks, book the tuners, anything like that I might need. 1 Smashing Ground, 1 Lightning Vortex, 1 Dark Hole. And 2 Torrential. A lot of spam stop. Smashing Ground is actually more for like Blackwings or anything like that that can't be destroyed by battle. And then Lightning Vortex, of course, same kind of thing, but also because it's a ton of damage when it does it. And the Dark Hole because it's Dark Hole. The 2 Torrentials are for more Dark Holes, essentially. And then the last card on my side is Mask of Restrict, which is... I like. It's good against Frog Monarchs, Heretics, anything like that. It's basically a free win if I get it out. So yeah, that's the whole deck. Tell me what you guys think. I'm bringing it to locals today, so I'll probably post a video on how that goes, so you guys can see if it does that very well. I might go 3-in-1. I hope. That's what I'm kind of hoping for here. So yeah, comment, rate, subscribe if you are interested, and that's all. Hold it. Yeah.